That particular bill wasn't going to increase public safety very materially at all. What matters is that we increase public safety. We put an end, as we work as much as we can to keep our people safe, our children safe, our students safe, our police officers safe. We have our task force working on a bipartisan basis. 3 of the 4 caucuses, 2 Republican caucuses and the House Democratic caucus are working. What we shouldn't do is just have bills passed that are just a headline but don't really matter, that don't really keep people safer. What we want to do is actually pass legislation and put in place new structures to truly change safety, improve safety for people of Illinois and across America. And I hope in the coming weeks, Illinois will be a national leader in actually making a difference to increase public safety. And we're going to be making our proposals here in the next few weeks. McCann is a pawn. He's being used by Pritzker and Madigan, and we're going to win in November.
Should McCann be included in the debates? Would you attend debates in which McCann is invited?
Will you attend any debates? I don't know if you're committed to any.
We'll talk about the process of the election. Debates haven't really. Well, debates haven't even come up yet. We're barely getting started with the election.
We've reached out to you.
I'm sorry?
We've reached out to your campaign.
Okay, great. Well, you know what? There's debates.
No.
Collectively,
No
so will
response
you
yet.
come in here?
You guys sound like you're as patient as me.
The Pritzker campaign.
Of course we're gonna have debates. Of course we're gonna have debates.
Are you okay with Sam McCann being included?
Well, your campaign tried to knock Sam McCann off the ballot on a signature change.
I've talked about that individual. Any other questions? We still unbalanced budgets. Massive tax hike last year over my veto. Still billions of dollars of deficit spending. And we're working right now to try to get a balanced budget on a bipartisan basis. I've proposed a budget. So far, they're ignoring it. And the process is incredibly slow. There's really strong resistance to having balanced budgets. And when, we're not the federal government. We can't print money. We need to live within our means. And nobody should, we shouldn't kid ourselves that somehow just raising taxes is going to solve our problem. It'll make it worse. We'll push more employers out. We'll keep many companies from wanting to come here, and it'll make things worse. We need fiscal discipline. We need to live within our means. And when I talk about the General Assembly, right now there's a bunch of baloney, and that's a nice word for it, from our comptroller, saying somehow our administration is responsible for interest for unpaid bills for decades. That is the most ridiculous, preposterous statement. And our comptroller was in the General Assembly for years under Mike Madigan. She voted for the deficits that have created the unpaid bills. She voted to support Blagojevich's pension holiday that created huge liabilities that we're funding now. She created the problem, and now she puts out a memo and says, oh, it's the governor's fault. Are you kidding me? We got to get real here, ladies and gentlemen. There's rascals and scoundrels who are misrepresenting the truth and who are really responsible, and they're trying to brush off that responsibility. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Should President Trump pardon Blagojevich?